So for millions of fans who are, watching this show, Tommy, could you clearly explain why you couldn't bring your drum kit this time?
Because of the Japanese hall managers at the Budokan and some of the other gigs were they weren't convinced that it was safe, and once we convinced them that it was safe, we've done it 100 and something shows all through the rest of the world. It's a bummer because it's a fun thing, and it's very safe, and it's too bad that somebody doesn't want to let it happen. I got a lot of letters from kids saying, how come you don't fly in Japan? And it's sad. They said, we're sad, because some of them seen pictures from America too, and then they wonder why it's not here, and it's not our fault. It's out of our control. It's like your hands are tied behind your back when somebody tells you, oh, we can't do this, no good, not safe. It's totally safe.
Right, I see. When and how did you first discover or encounter music in the first place?
Myself? I guess, I don't know if you call it discovered music, but, when I was a little kid, I used to, reach into the silverware drawer when I was tall enough and get forks and knives, and I used to beat on everything and drive my parents crazy. So I guess that would be the discovery part. I don't know if it was music, it was pretty much noise.
Noise.
Yeah, I drove my parents bananas, but, and as far as music, I think I really knew what I wanted to do when I was about fifth grade. I don't remember how old I was. I was probably 10, 11, 12, something like that. I started playing drums in the school band, and took from there.
Right. How was your case?
I think I remember hearing country and western on my grandparents' radio, and always liking sort of the most aggressive or the most, get down country music, and that for me just led from one style of music to the other until I finally ended up with this type of music. But I remember that was one of the first times. I also remember in school they had a music class, and I didn't take it, but I would skip my other class and go sit outside and listen to it. I was like so into it and music, and I was always hanging out with the other musicians and stuff.
Right, I see. So what was the first record that you bought in your life?
The first record
you bought by yourself, with your money.
I hate saying this because it's such a stupid record. It was Donny Osmond.
Which single?
You know what? I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
Oh.
It was like the Osmond brothers or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have.
They were big then, though.
Yeah, they were big.
Right.
And
the Jackson 5, and all that stuff. They were heavy.
They were big. Yeah.
We were just nerds.
Yeah, like I didn't have a big brother. To turn me on to like, here man, here's some Deep Purple, check this out, or like, here's some really heavy rock. I grew up, I had to find everything out for myself, and I bought the Osmonds, and I kind of liked it, but it really wasn't my style. And then I moved on to records like Kiss Alive and that kind of stuff.
I remember moving to Seattle. My grandparents lived in Idaho, and I moved to Seattle to stay with my mom. And I met these kids in school, and I went over to their house, and they had the first Kiss album. And I was blown away, and I remember going down to the record store to get it for myself, and I found the first Aerosmith album, which had been out for a while. I'd heard the song Dream On the radio, and I think that was one of my first ones, 72 or something like that.
Yeah, I see. So what was the first concert that you have been to?
I think it was Van Halen.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first one, and that blew my mind. I was like, oh man, this is cool. One of these days.
Yeah. I remember seeing Kiss open up for Savoy Brown at the Paramount Theater in Seattle, which is about a 2,000-seat place, 3,000-seat place.
I see.
That was wild. I was like in the first row, just tripping out. Wow. What's this?
I see. So like the Aerosmith or Saving Brown or Kiss or people like that was your hero.
Sure.
And you wanted to be like
AC/DC,
that.
the Stones.
But now, in the situation right now, do you realize yourself like being in that position that you dreamed of years ago?
Sometimes it hits me, it freaks me out.
I know, it's weird, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of times we look at each other and, you know, and someone will say that, and we just, like, do what we do, and we don't walk around going, wow, man, we're just like so-and-so, or, you know, God, you realize we're as big as the bands that we used to go see? We never really talk about that. We're just, like Nikki said, like a lot of that stuff we're just bouncing off the wall still going, wow, this is great.
You know, where we live in Los Angeles, we all live about 5-10 minutes away from each other. And people don't even care. They're so used to seeing us around there that I just, you know, go to the grocery store and it's like, oh, there's Sixx again, you know. No one cares, so we take a long time off to write songs and rehearse, and we all spend time together, and we all hang out in the same area. No one ever, sometimes I forget I'm in a band. I don't even realize I'm in a band until I come to Tokyo, and there's like, you know, 1,000 kids waiting outside a hotel or something, and I'm like, wow. I forget. Forget about it.
I see. Okay, so it's a famous story that you two are very close, like brothers. But is it sometimes difficult to like put up with each other's faults or some kind of habits to be in a band?
We're brothers. Well, brothers fight. Yeah. Definitely, you know. I know sometimes T-Bone wants to smack me, but that's just natural, you know. We're totally different types of people, and I think that's why we've become so close over the years. Is because he's really hyper, and you know,
I drive him crazy.
Drives me crazy, and I'm like really like slow, and I think about everything, and it makes him crazy. It's like, hurry up! So together, when we work on things, it's like we meet, right? It's perfect, you know? Like I even him out, he evens me out, and that's really, I think, what it's all about. That's why we want to try producing together someday, other artists, and see how that works.
I see, right. Okay, how about other two members in the band?
Still, we're like this with them, everybody.
Right. Okay.
We're like, and that sounds kind of corny, but we're like all best friends. You know, this isn't like, this isn't bullshit. It's the truth. We really dig each other. I mean, I think the other three guys in the band are just the coolest guys on this planet, and they're them, and I love them for them. You know, and I feel without them I wouldn't be allowed to be me. You know, and hopefully we all feel the same about each other. It's really a team. Motley Crue is.
Right. You feel the same way.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I see. So
no.
No.
No, no, it's my band.